And that's when we got the call, a text from X-Pac, uh, Sean Walton, and he said, Scott said he's got a gun. He's going to kill himself. Is there any way you talk to him? I said, of course I'd talk to him. And I called him. I'd never had him answer his phone ever in the last 10 years when I called. And he answered his phone and he was just annihilated. And then me and Jake talked to him. And he said he was going to come up. And it took a month for him to come, but he came. And again, Scott Hall, really, if you go back and look at my career, I created what the Diamond Stud looked like, changing Scott's hair, getting rid of his mustache, growing a 5 o'clock shadow. That's where that was all but that's everything that Razor Ramon was. And it was like it built that character.
The toothpick too. Didn't you come up with the toothpick?
Yes. It's so funny. It shows you the way God or fate works, whatever you want to believe. We were leaving the Waffle House and I grabbed the toothpick for both of us and I had it in my mouth. I was just thinking about our promo and I look at Scotty and go, I got an idea. When we get to the promo, we get to the end, we take the toothpicks out and we flick them to the camera. And while I was cutting the promo with the toothpick in my mouth, it fell out. And I was like, no. But it was really perfect because it would become, Scott's calling card. And he flicked it in the camera and the bad guy was born. I mean, all the promos that he would cut in WWE, he did in my 62 pink Cadillac convertible going down the road smoking a joint because Scott Hall didn't even drink back then, but he loved his herb. He was smoking a joint and doing Scarface. Like that's where the whole character comes from, which is pretty amazing when you think about that. And then he took it to WWE, became a monster star, and then he came back. And as we all know, who are wrestling fans over the Monday Night Wars, they went through, NWO went through everybody, kept building people and going through everyone. The only one they didn't go through was me. And that wasn't set up by design. I wasn't a top guy. And I really wanted to be number 3, but it wouldn't have meant anything. It needed to be Hogan. And by the time they got to 6, I came up with the idea. They asked me, and I turned them down. And then you ask me again, and I, because we had a real relationship. I tag teamed with Kevin Nash. In Kevin Nash's Hall of Fame speech, he said, I owe my beachfront home to Dally because there's many times I wanted to quit. And I would say, big man, don't let them beat you. You're going to be one of the biggest stars in the world. And look what happened. And, so I came up with the idea of me dropping the NWO and think about that. No one had touched the NWO in over a year. And I'm the first guy to drop them and take off through the crowd. I came up with the idea. They agreed to it immediately. And then they talked Eric Bischoff into it. So Scott Hall was very pivotal in my success because I was hovering at the bottom of the middle of the card. And I was a heel, and Scotty would tell everybody he's a baby face. He's a babe. Listen to the people. They don't want to boo him. They want to cheer him. And they loved it when I turned because it gave them somebody to beat up. that the people were with. And so that's the biggest reasons that I bought Jake and Scotty, because they were so instrumental in my life.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.